path wasn't there before.
Maybe the Qunari figured out a way to make new paths.
Just gonna run over here really quickly and give this skeleton its top hat, which is a totally normal sentence. The hollow statues we needed to find in order to grab that are back at the Winter Palace, and they're really easy to get. And even though this Eluvian straight ahead is the one we want to go through, Ash is gonna veer off to the right just for a moment, just to explore a little. There's also a path on the left, but we'll skip that one.
What's that?
Let's see where our horned friends were headed.
So that's how the Qunari moved the paths.
That's a handy little trick.
This goes everywhere, even places that aren't anymore.
Mold and rot have eaten most of the pages of these books. The remaining vellum is covered in spiky handwriting with spelling that is either archaic, wildly idiosyncratic, or both. Oh my. The Elven, which pulled me grip up from my end, kens he is the last of his kind. I made it known Elven lives south-like, but he says it would not be as it was. And they laughed. Talk about an Eluvian. This is like reading Old English. But interesting. Okay, guys, this is the last one. Mostly I just want to hear Varric say this funny thing.
There was a time where I went weeks without seeing a
Another piece of the taken shape and some notes on methods of enchantment again. Really creepy. You know, I mentioned that Ash wasn't going to use the skin that stalks or any of the pieces of this armor, but I didn't mention how much I love her current armor. It is a modded piece that is a mashup of some Dalish pieces like the Sentinel plate, so a nice little nod to her connection to Mythal there, and the Solus arm wraps. It's got the Inquisition boots. It does have the skin that stalks skirt as well, so I just like it. I think it's a nice representation of her character and all the pieces that make up who she is. But anywho, back to the mission at hand.
Why would a mystical elven mirror lead here?
We need to find out what these Qunari were up to. So let's go see, shall we? Looks like there was a bad cave-in.
This paper is covered in what appear to be mathematical calculations. An extremely precise and detailed sketch of the wall has been heavily annotated with measured angles, dimensions, and several lines of text in Qunari. Whatever conclusions were drawn about the measurements are lost. The page has been ripped, seemingly by sharp teeth, and much of the remaining paper is hidden by a hardened layer of dried blood and dust from the cave-in.
Look at all that. The Qunari have a huge operation here.
Well, now we know why shit keeps falling down.
This place isn't stable.
Let's light it up.
Well, maybe the anchor can make itself useful down here.
Definitely gonna come back for that. I'll try not to forget.
Great. We're in the deep roads. I feel myself getting dwarfier by the minute. Did I just sprout a beard? I hate caves.
The smell of the sea. Who made the ground vertical? Mountains covered in the dead.
Orlesian cafes, taverns that are too tidy, slopes of greater than 10 degrees.
Look, I have to complain, or you'll forget I'm here and trip over me. I'm providing a service.
Sure you are.
Watch your feet, everyone!
Well, this place is all kinds of fun.
Torn notebook in the deep roads. Many of these pages are filled with sketches of elven statues matching the ones found in the area, along with notes and what look like attempts to practice Qunlat. Ibost, you all are. Ibadim, they all are. Ebsam, we all are. If Fen'Harel truly has agents working against us, then the Dread Wolf must be laughing at me. The Blight takes my clan, so I go to Kirkwall. Kirkwall goes to ruin, so I flee to the Qun. Now the Qunari bring me down into the lightless depths, and for what? Because the nursery rhymes I remember from childhood make me an expert on ancient elves. These statues are old, better shaped than anything I've seen on the surface. Many of them are from Mythal, though. And Fen'Harel, not in a spot of honor, but guarding, attending. Protector and Allmother, why are you honored here so far from the light of the sun? And why was the Dread Wolf at your side?
What are the Qunari even doing in a place this awful?
Okay, where are we going?
Look, someone up ahead. I think he's human.
Stay back! Oh, wait. Your hand. Are you the Inquisitor?
Odd to find a human down in the deep roads at all, let alone surrounded by Qunari.
We don't have much time. Please, what the Vidasala is doing, you have to stop her.
The Vidasala?
She's the leader of the Qunari here. She hates magic. Her job was to study it and stop it at all costs.
Not anymore. I don't care whether you serve Fen'Harel or not. Someone has to stop her.
Why do the Qunari think that the Inquisition serves Fen'Harel?
I don't know. The Vidasala said it, and well, you're Dalish. It made as much sense as anything. We've had agents of Fen'Harel causing trouble all over the crossroads. Sabotage, making spirits attack us. I assume the Inquisition was their army. That you came here because Fen'Harel told you to.
Who are you exactly?
My name is Jeren. Sir Jeren, once. I was a Templar in Kirkwall, until I joined the Qun.
You're Qunari.
Kirkwall was madness, chaos. The Qunari were like the eye of a storm. I stand for order and discipline, protecting the innocent from magic. But this plan, it's as mad as Meredith ever was.
What do you mean? This Vidasala's not doing her job anymore?
Almost a complete reversal, actually. This place is a lyrium-mining and processing center. The Qunari need it for... Have you ever heard of Sarabas? It's a mage. Except Qunari mages are much more dangerous than those among humans or elves. Even as a Templar, I'd never seen anything like the power Sarabas can unleash. And now Vidasala is giving them lyrium. A lot of lyrium. It's part of something she calls Dragon's Breath. There's more to it than that, but I couldn't find out what. The Qunari don't like it when you ask too many questions.
Where are we? Why are there elven mirrors in the deep roads?
This place is close to something like a lyrium spring. The more we mine, the more there seems to be. As for the mirrors, I don't know. Maybe the elves were mining here too.
What are you doing down here?
The Qunari wanted me to teach them everything I knew about lyrium. Where it comes from, everything it can do, how we put it to use. I knew enough from my time in the Order. They figured out more. I'm not sure how. Maybe they got to the Carter.
The Qunari can't be mining their own lyrium. It kills anyone who tries, other than dwarves.
It killed the Qunari at first. But Qunari workers have a discipline only Tranquil can match. And they're quick learners. They figured it out.
That's not seriously the name of the plan, is it? Dragon's Breath?
You know that most Dragon's Breath destroys everything in its path, right? She said it would save the South. That can mean only one thing. An invasion. This mine is the only source of lyrium the Qunari have. They're using Gatlock, the explosive powder in the round casks, to mine, so they don't have to touch raw lyrium. If you get the primers from Central Supply, you can prime the Gatlock and detonate it. The mines will go up in flames.
Once things start exploding, every Qunari down here will notice.
You're right, they will. Deep Stalkers and cave-ins will cut off reinforcements, but they'll still come when they hear trouble. You've got to find the Vidasala to end this war before it begins.
I don't think she would consider him a traitor. He's not doing anything to her. In fact, he's helping. So, yeah, get out of here.
There's no telling how bad things will get when I destroy the mine. You'd better get moving.
I will. Good luck, Inquisitor.
Let's go. We have a lyrium mine to ruin.
Now I get to blow some stuff up.
Saw the Qunari make these things explode. Maybe we can use them to get out of here.
Why is it so dark? Don't dwarven runes usually glow with lyrium or lava or whatever's running through the walls?
Chart, note the letters are shaky. These walls of blue flame were cast by the agent of Fen'Harel as he ran through this place, bringing chaos and destruction. Do not light fires from them. Do not go near them. Fen'Harel's mage servant made them to hamper us, and they bring only death. Not if you got this. Gonna wait for it to recharge. Pretty sure if you have barrier, or there are a couple other ways to get through the flame as well, but we'll use it the way it was intended.
I've lived with the Qunari threat all my life. If it escalates, it won't just be Tevinter fighting them. All this lyrium. If the Qunari wanted, they could make a fortune.
Sure, if they
Hey
wanted
there.
to fight ores lords, they asked for it. Just brought Imperium to launch a war for us.
There's one of the mining platforms. Now we just need primers. This cavern is barely holding together.
Yeah, I mean, when you're on fire, you're pretty easy to see.
Well, that certainly looks like a good spot for an explosion.
That Templar was telling the truth. The primer should be in here.
Another page from the torn notebook. They say the agent of Fen'Harel caused trouble in the crossroads. I wish I knew. I wish whoever fights in the name of the Old Wolf was around to fight when the Darkspawn took my clan. Mine is not to question. I have chosen the Qun. The Qun will protect me. Rethost, you all protect. Rethadim, they all protect. Rethsam, we all protect. These statues are older than anything I saw in my days with the clan. The area's dwarven, though. What were the ancient elves doing down here? Mining? Where were the dwarves? Easier to have them mine it, not a trading post. You don't go into a friend's home, knock over their gods, and put up your own. War? I don't remember any legends about our people fighting the dwarves, though I remember my keeper telling a story about how the dwarves fear the sun because of Elgernon's fire, a metaphor for the elves of Arlathon driving the dwarves underground. The Qunari like metaphors. I should share that. Definitely some unknown history there.
This is where they dig. Tricks and trials so the singing stones don't kill them. Some of the stones here are pretty. I should get one for Meriden.
You've got a lady friend, really?
I am human now.
No, that's fine. You're a real boy now. Would have lost gold on it being a girl, but that's probably just me.
She's kind, and her voice helps people. And her bodice smells good. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have said that last thing. Forget. Oh, that doesn't work anymore. Forget?
I love them so much. There's one more page of the torn notebook around here. Ah. Trying to remember that old bedtime song about Mythal. My mother sang it the night before the Darkspawn came for my clan. It's the last time I ever heard her voice. And I'll just read the translation. I am empty, filled with nothing. Mythal gives you dreams. It fills you within you, making our leaders proud. My little stones, never yours the sun, forever, forever. Haren said we had lost some of the old words. What if they changed? Durden Lean from Durden Len? Little dwarves, never yours the sun? What did Mythal do here? Something's wrong. The lights in the walls are fading. Going to find help. It's not safe. Without light. Itwa Ost, you all fall. Itwa Adim, they all fall. Itwa Sam, we all fall. Mythal was definitely involved down here. I think there's going to be another codex entry that sheds some more light on her and the Titans. But we can't get to that until we officially blow up this place. So, here we go.
We're almost there.
Oh, our first Cerebos. You are, now move. Where is he? Oh. The Cerebos just jump in there with him. Come on. Bring it on. Hey, if he's hitting Aislin, it means he's not hitting anyone else. And she can take it.
We've got the primers. Let's go explode some Gatlock.
I like how excited she sounds. Definitely accurate. Some orders. Crossed out multiple times. The dragon's breath must be complete. Locate and eliminate. Crossed out. Eliminate agents of Fen'Harel. Time runs out. setting off some charges. And the goal will be to just run on through, because why stick around? This place is about to flood, so let's get out of here. We missed one. Dorian's putting in work down there. Come on, guys. Follow along.
That's it. Let's get out of here and warn the others about this Dragon's Breath plan.
I doubt the oxmen or that rising floodwater will make it easy for us.
Okay, rude.
That barrel already looks primed.
Our Templar brother is in need of re-education. He must be located and returned at once. Oh no.
We should see where that leads.
Oh, just a ladder. Okay. Just don't want to miss anything. But I think we've got it all.
Poor man. He didn't make it far.
Just a reminder, we're coming back for you later.
So, who gets to tell Cullen and Josephine we're probably at war with the Qun? Anyone?
I'll tell them if you want, but they'll probably think I'm lying.
They're going to kill me.
Thanks for the offer, at least, Varric.
Dragon's breath. The Qunari always enjoy their metaphors. But what does it mean?
Who knows? Qunari agents moving through Eluvians to attack the south is bad enough already.
I still do not understand why they accused the Inquisition of serving Fen'Harel.
Again, I feel like she's figured out who Solus is by now, but also maybe she's still coming to terms with it. It's a pretty surreal thing to just say out loud, so she'll just hint at the possibility for now.
We know that Mythal actually exists. It's possible Fen'Harel is still here in some form too.
What you describe in the ruins certainly implies that the Dread Wolf of Elven legend is a real person.
But how does that implicate us? What made them decide that the Inquisition serves this Fen'Harel?
Hopefully we will learn more after we have stopped them.
Let's see the Exalted Council try to disband the Inquisition after we've saved them from this dragon's breath.
We must find out what Dragon's Breath is first. For now, our only lead is the Qunari leader, the Vidisala.
Gentlemen!
My apologies, Lady Josephine. There has been an incident with one of your soldiers.
How dare you? It was bad enough that the Inquisition chose not to inform the Exalted Council of the Qunari corpse.
Ole would have been happy to help with the matter.
But now your own guards are attacking servants? You have overstepped your bounds.
My plan to seize power in Ferelden would hardly start with soldiers scuffling in Orlais, Arl Tegan.
While the Exalted Council is our foremost priority, the Inquisitor will, of course, address this matter personally.
Thank you, Inquisitor. Ole stands ready to assist the Inquisition, as always.
Secrets and lies. Do you understand why we fear your Inquisition? You act as if you're the solution to every problem. How long before you drag us into another war?
He says as he drops another problem at our feet.
What's going on here?
The Orlesians tried to take one of our people, Inquisitor. We've secured the area.
This is the Winter Palace. You cannot simply seize control when one of your guards attacks a servant.
The Inquisition is handling this. When some noble commits a crime of fashion, you can take over.
I only asked what he was doing.
And when I refused to bow to the Inquisition's dogs, you attacked me! How would you like us to handle the situation, Inquisitor?
That barrel there, where did it come from?
I was ordered to bring wine for the guests.
You're lying.
Your Inquisition soldiers are completely out of control.
No, we're in control. Keep talking and you'll find yourself in chains.
Please take the servant into custody.
Right away, Your Worship.
Inquisitor?
Ambassador Montelier will explain later. For now, please hold the servant for questioning.
As you say, Inquisitor. Lord Cyril will hear about this.
Inquisitor, I also found this by the barrel. I can't read the language.
Liliana, don't pretend that you can be inconspicuous in that hat.
Did you resolve the problem with the guard?
The guard is the least of our problems. Someone smuggled Gatlock barrels into the Winter Palace.
Smile, Inquisitor. There are many eyes upon us. At least now we know the true extent of the Dragon's Breath.
You think the Dragon's Breath is these Gatlock barrels?
Of course. A surprise attack, even through the Eluvians, would have met fierce resistance. But if everyone at the Exalted Council died in an explosion, the South would be rudderless, vulnerable to attack. This is what Corypheus should have done after the explosion at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. An attack as swift and unstoppable as the breath of a dragon.
Of course she's taking this well. She's loving this.
The guard who confronted the servant said she found this note near one of the barrels. It looks like Qunari writing.
Let me see. I picked some up from the Iron Bull, though I'm told my accent is atrocious. These are orders for positioning the Gatlock in the palace. When duty has been performed, report to the Vidisala through the mirror marked by a bookcase.
I've been hoping to meet the esteemed Vidisala. How nice of her to invite us over.
Good. While you do that, I will have agents locate the Gatlock barrels and remove them safely. I will also send word to my foreign contacts. We must see where else this dragon could strike.
Okay, one last speed round of check-ins before we head back out.
Qunari first, mixed with elves, add dwarfs. Ugh, doesn't anyone drink their booze one at a time anymore? And the elves here are still squirrely.
We'll talk later.
Count on seeing you, yeah?
Hey, boss.
What can you tell me about the Qunari we're dealing with?
These aren't Ben Hasrath. They're specialists, working for a Vidasala. Ben Hasrath handle normal security. The Vidasala's people focus entirely on magic. They find it, they study it, they neutralize it. And they must be desperate if they're using Eluvians. I'd expect them to shatter any mirror they find.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
This time of year, it'll be difficult to find a caravan to go all the way back home. Maybe a sea voyage. I could get captured by burly Qunari pirates. That would be fun.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
I knew it was foolish to hope the Exalted Council would go smoothly.
At least the sky hasn't torn open again.
Give it time. The day's still young.
Perhaps later, Liliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
I don't think they knew.
Was there something you needed?
Have you had a chance to speak with Liliana? Away from work, I mean.
Some, yes. Liliana has kept in contact, unofficially of course, but it's good to see her again. Arguing with her in person is far more satisfying.
Is there any news from Ferelden? How is your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
I sense a threat to my commander's chess superiority. I'm sure the defeat will be distressing.
He's 4. You could at least pretend I'd throw the game.
Do you remember the first time we came to the Winter Palace?
All too well. I've already answered a half-dozen questions about my personal life. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's worth enduring the political small talk.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here, but our every move is watched. Some things never change.
I should go.
Inquisitor?
Watch your tongue.
Maker.
The Qunari will feel the loss of their lyrium. It is not an easy commodity to come by. You've done well. The Exalted Council, meanwhile, has deadlocked.
That seems typical of these events.
It is dangerous, yet also an opportunity. You will be called in soon. Move boldly and swiftly, and you may decide the outcome. You are their equal here, Inquisitor. It is time we reminded them of it.
All right, Josie. Here we are, back through the deep roads Eluvian.
It's completely submerged.
Did I mention lately that I can't swim? Just keep that in mind.
And I'm going to show you this next part technically out of order, but just trust me, it fits the story better. Just know that the anchor discharged now.
We should see where that leads.
Does that. So we can go through here now. Where the Dreadwolf's gaze blazes, paths are brought to light.
If it's like Solus's paintings, it's probably depicting how some elf felt real broody about shit he wouldn't talk about.
Oh, that's so real. Okay, let's have Dorian help us out here. In the light of the Veilfire, the runes seem to shift, coiling and uncoiling like snakes. A thunderous voice shatters the stillness, shouting, "Hail Mythal, adjudicator and savior! She has struck down the pillars of the earth and rendered the domain unto the people. Praise her name forever." For a moment, the scent of blood fills the air, and there is a vivid image of green vines growing and enveloping a sphere of fire. The vision grows dark, an eon seems to pass. Then the runes crackle as if filled with an angry energy. A new vision appears, elves collapsing caverns, sealing the deep roads with stone and magic. Terror, heart-pounding, ice-cold as the last of the spells is cast. A voice whispers, "What the Evernuris and their greed could unleash would end us all. Let this place be forgotten. Let no one wake its anger. The people must rise before their false gods destroy them all."
The runes say the Evernuris fought the Titans. They mined their bodies for lyrium and something else. It's not clear.
Oh, the twisted webs we weave.